It's 11 o'clock at night and there's been no sign of anybody as yet. It's got very windy again tonight, so I don't know what's going on with our weather, I really don't. But there's some food out in the bowl because Ninja Cat hasn't even been yet. I'm just checking. No, I can't see him under the car. So no Ninja Cat, no Samba, no random cat, no foxes, no nothing. But I've put a few dog treats out and some sandwich and some chicken for if they turn up. So I'm going back in out of the wind and fingers crossed we'll see somebody soon. Right, so it's nearly midnight, still no sign of anybody. It has actually got very, very windy at the moment. I'm sitting indoors and I can hear the wind outside, so I've now put another bowl of food out. Hold on. Right, so there's another bowl of food out and there are some chicken wings in there as well, in hopes that they turn up. But as always, I really don't want to be too late going to bed because I'm just so tired. I'll see if I can capture anybody on camera. If ChipChip should arrive before I go to bed, obviously I'll come out to her. But I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas day or enjoying your Christmas day because of the time zones all over the world. My Christmas day you will actually see in 2 days' time. Like I say, because my videos are 2 days behind. So yeah, but I hope you've all had a brilliant time. And I will be, as you'll see, soon. Okay. I'm not going to say goodnight yet, just in case Chip turns up within the next half hour or so. But that's what I mean, it's just really, really, really windy. But I'm going to say hello to Dave and thank you so much for shining a light for all of us. Oh my days, this wind. But the wind's nearly taking the phone out of my hand. So I'm going back in. So fingers crossed somebody will turn up, but with this wind, who knows. Right, I'll see you soon. And that's what happens when I try and come out. The wind stopped her from hearing me opening the door, but as soon as she saw me, she ran. But that was, I think that's Daphne. If it's not, then I don't know what fox it is. But I have managed to get some arnica pain relief in her. She seems very, very hungry. She's eaten everything that was out there. I'd say thankfully I managed to get a piece of the sandwich and put arnica in it, and I watched and she did eat the pieces of sandwich that were out there. So at least if one of the others had eaten it, it wouldn't have hurt them because it is homeopathic. But at least we know she's had some pain relief for that. For it's probably just a strain or a sprain. She is using it. She's holding it up, but she is still using it, so she's weight bearing on it. So I'm not overly concerned at the moment. This does happen with foxes. What was I going to say? I was something else I was going to say then as well. But yeah, at least we've got some pain relief in her. That's the main thing. And hopefully I'll be able to do the same for the next few days. And it's nothing too serious. So I'm going to stick some more food out now. But it is, like I say, very, very windy. I don't know where the winds come from. It's just appeared. And it's not very nice. So I'll see if I can capture her on camera a little bit more. But I am, like I say, going to be off to bed soon. So I am going to say good night for now. And I will see you all tomorrow. Daphne was the only one who turned up tonight whilst I was still awake, and she turned up with a limp in her back leg, bless her. She seemed very hungry, so she did eat all the sandwich and pieces of chicken that were on the ground. She grabbed one of the dog treats and off she went. She was soon back again having a good old sniff around, but she won't take anything out of the bowl. I went outside and I put some arnica in one of the pieces of sandwich, so I only put 3 pieces of sandwich out, hoping that she would turn up and eat them. It wasn't caught on camera, but she did come back and she did eat those 3 pieces of sandwich, so at least I know she's had some pain relief. Anyway, this was just after she'd eaten the sandwich and she was back again. I then went back out and put some more cooked chicken and pieces of sandwich out, hoping that she or one of the others would come back and eat. Less than a minute later, she did come back out. I did feel for her with her limp, but with foxes, they are prone to limps. It's strains or sprains, usually from jumping up and down fences. She could have been chased. She could have got into a little bit of a fight because it's mating season, but usually it is a strain or a sprain, so nothing to be too concerned about. She's also weight bearing on it, and she is using it when she runs. So foxes are very, very shrewd and very, very clever. If they get an injury to a paw or a leg, they will hold it up just to rest it, because they do have 3 other legs they can use. Unlike us, we've only got the 2, so we either have to hop or use crutches or something. She's definitely very hungry tonight, so she has eaten the majority of the food that I've put out on the ground. In fact, she ate all the food that I'd put out on the ground. A car was coming, so she did run off. But she was back a few minutes later to finish off all the food that was outside. There was no sign of any of the others at this stage, and it wasn't long before I was going to go to bed. She cleared every piece of the chicken and sandwich that was left out on the ground. She then took another of the dog treats and ran out into the road to eat it. She was backwards and forwards, a bit like Chip does sometimes, and at this stage she had gone down the side of the house round the car, and then she appeared back again.
I then went back out with the remainder of the chicken that was on the plate, and Daphne came back again, bless her. At least we know she's eaten well tonight. To be honest, I wasn't sure if it was Daphne or not because she looked a little bit slimmer than what I thought Daphne was looking like, but I do think it is Daphne. And again, she had eaten every piece of that chicken, so she's definitely had a good feed tonight, bless her heart. She then goes off to the left and goes round the car parked in the garden to reappear again, right by the camera. She then ran off and I didn't see her again before I went to bed myself.